Good evening, Dark Horse Nation. Good evening, America. Good evening, world. Hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. Hope you all are having a very, very blessed, safe weekend. It has been a very rainy, cloudy day here, and even though this is Memorial Day weekend, I am grateful that we have this weather. We have been needing rain for a while, and we are in a severe drought, and we have been needing this, But I want to get out here today and just share some thoughts, share what I'm seeing here at the studio with you guys. And life is always amazing. Life is always good. There's always something beautiful about life. When it rains, it adds color to our flowers, adds greenness to the grass. Rain is life. So I want to get out here this evening and just post a little something to let you guys know. I'm thinking of each and every one of y'all this weekend, and across the entire globe, even those of you who do not celebrate Memorial Day as we do here in the United States. Just remember that no matter what you believed in, men, women, even children have died for your freedom. They have died for your freedom. So this weekend, guys, yes, let's celebrate. Let's enjoy. Let's enjoy the freedoms we have. Let's barbecue. Let's throw some beers around and pass the football, and jump in the pool and go skiing or whatever it is you enjoy doing. But never forget where that freedom came from. A lot of people died for the freedoms that we have today. And we should never, ever, ever take those freedoms for granted. I remember when I served overseas so many years ago as a very, very young man. And I used to watch old women carry bundles of sticks on their backs down an old dirt road to take back to their villages where they lived to provide fuel for their families, guys. It's hard to think or believe, that in the 20th century, that people still had to live like that. And even the 21st century, people are still living like that. Day to day, living from the land, no internet, no Walmarts, no Sam's, Costco's. They live day to day by what they can grow, by what they have to work for, guys. And those people have seen a lot of hardship. They've seen a lot of pain. And so for America, to have such a cushy lifestyle today, Americans should be grateful for what they have, always. Especially those Americans who have never, ever served in the military, who have never sacrificed their own lives, who have never sacrificed their time and energy for other human beings here in the States and across the world. Those individuals should be grateful for what Patriots have sacrificed for them throughout the years. It seems like we live in a world of give me, give me, give me. I earned this, or I am entitled to this. And it's like, no, you're not entitled to anything. You wake up each and every day, you go to work, and hopefully, if you live long enough to retire without catastrophic health issues, and then maybe you will get to enjoy some of your golden years. The thing of it is, and I'm mainly saying this to America, stop complaining about what you have here. Yes, the economy sucks. Yes, the economy could be so much better. And yes, corporations could share more of the wealth. Okay? But the reality of it is, guys, the rich will always get richer. The poor will always remain poor. And that's just the way life is. That is just the way life is. Now, don't get me wrong. People can say that, well, those millionaires and billionaires, they took risks and they took chances and they did this and they did that. I'm going to tell you right now, no one gets rich by being honest. That is not a real thing. And if you think that's true, then you have been very, very misguided. Because greed and wealth comes from manipulation of people, manipulation of entities, and it comes from cutthroat tactics to gain profit. And that is the real world that we live in, and we all know that. But my thing is, you all, we still live in the greatest nation on earth. No matter what you have been told, we live in the greatest nation on earth. You can be free to do as you please. You can be free to be whatever you want to be, no matter how absurd that could be. But that's what you can do in America. You don't have to worry about being stoned for being different. You don't have to worry about being flogged for loving someone who's different. You can pretty much do whatever it is you want to do, of course, within reason. But there are situations where stupid individuals take our freedoms for granted. They take them for granted. Prime example. What the hell is wrong with these teenagers who think it's okay to take over entire streets, tear up property, cause mayhem, and just are little freaking terrorists? What gives them the right to do that? Nothing does. And that is the fault of society. You have lawmakers who want to press charges against parents who can't control their little savage 16, 17-year-olds. But here's the thing. The liberals, the Democrats, guys, years back, they're the ones that said, oh, you can't spank your child. Corporal punishment was taken out of schools. And, you must give your kids cookies for every damn time they do something good. That is what happened in America. That is what happened. And the thing about it is, guys, it's hard to change that unless you enforce some strict freaking rules. Most of us grew up in the day when the situation was, if you were a child, you did not speak until you were spoken to. And if you did mess up, guess what? Grandma or your mother or your father would go out back, strip off a hickory switch, and wear you out. And that was the hardcore reality of that time period. And guess what? For all of us that got that serious switching from time to time, we all turned out good. And we learned our lessons, and we never did those things again, guys. This symbol right here on Memorial Day weekend, this is the most important piece of concrete that I have in my yard. No matter what I went through as a child, the things I endured, the pain I endured, and I decided to join the United States Marine Corps and become something greater than myself, to make a difference, not just here in the States, but make a difference in the entire world. Guys, that's why I became a United States Marine. I was going to be the best. I wanted to be the best. And every branch of service can argue that. But the tenacity, the pure willpower of what a United States Marine can do, especially in hostile situations and under extreme stress, it would blow most people's minds what the Marine Corps can do. We were not given the name Devil Dog for no good reason. The tenacity of which Marines fought at Belleau Wood created a history that has never been changed. The Fighting Fifth. We were awarded the French Fourragère. Guys, we are the most powerful fighting force in the entire world, and that will never change. So, this Memorial Day weekend, let's do not forget our fallen comrades in arms. Let's do not forget the ones who sacrificed so much for our freedom. And let's encourage our younger Patriots to always stand up and fight for what's right, to always stand up and fight for freedom. Never give in to tyranny. Love your brothers, your sisters, love your neighbors. We all live in a world where we need to be cohesive, and we need to stay strong, and we need to protect each other. So, for the ones who have died for thousands of years, it's not just here in the United States, from when history started, from Caesar, Alexander the Great, men have died for a belief. Men have died for a cause. Women have died for a cause. So let's do not forget their sacrifice. Take time to think about that, as you drink your beer and throw on some ribs and a steak. Think about why you're here. Think about what your life would be like if the men from past wars did not sacrifice themselves so you could live free. Please just give that some thought. Alright guys, that was my thoughts for today. I wish you all a blessed, safe Memorial Day weekend. Just fly our flags come Monday. I know the weather is bad, but let's fly our flags on Monday. And make a decision to do something right for America. For the younger generation, be willing to fight for the United States. Be willing to die for the United States. All right, guys. Take care. God bless. Thank you so much for your support. Please like, subscribe, share, hit that notification bell. Guys, it's free. It doesn't cost nothing. My channel is real, it's raw, it's uncut. I don't edit. What you see is what you get. And in a world of BS that we live in today, we need more reality. We need more truth and honesty. And we will always need the love of God. Take care, y'all. And I will catch you again soon.